Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today in this video we are again going to continue our design pattern series, and in this video we are going to study about chain of responsibility design pattern. So without wasting any time, let's move to our blackboard and understand it. So first of all, let's discuss about the definition of chain of responsibility design pattern. So chain of design pattern is a behavioral design pattern, and it says that there are going to be handlers, and handler responsibility to either process the request, whatever the request is coming, the handler is going to process it. And if the handler is not going to process the request, like if the handler is not capable of processing the request, it will pass on to the next handler. So we are going to make our software in a way that we are going to make multiple handlers, and the request is going to come on the first handler. If the first handler can process it, then it is fine. If it cannot process it, it will send it to the next handler. And the same thing happen in the next handler as well. If the second handler able to process it, he will do it. Otherwise, it will send it to the next handler. So, in a simple words, we are going to form a linked list in a way that I have understand this pattern, that I assume it whenever there is a chain of responsibility. I am assuming that we are going to make a linked list. This is what I was thinking about when I was studying about this pattern. So, now let's understand this pattern with the help of this simple example. Let's say a customer come and customer make an order to a waiter. Let's say customer asks for drink and salad. So it is very simple. The waiter can bring drinks and salad. Customer, like waiter don't have to send it to anyone else. So waiter can process it simply. Second option that is happening, like customer asks for pizza. In that case, what is going to happen? Waiter cannot cook the pizza, so waiter cannot process that request. In that case, waiter will not be able to do the pizza request, so that's why I mentioned cross here. In that case, the request will be passed to the chef, and chef is going to process that request. So now there is a chain. Waiter is not able to process the request, so it will send it to the next handler, and the next handler is going to be a chef. Let's say customer asks for family pack pizza. In that case, like in our restaurant, there is no option of a family pack pizza, but customer asks for it. It will say to waiter. Waiter said that I can only give you drink and salad, and said cross. It will reach to the chef. Waiter will send the request to the chef. Chef says that I only know how to make a pizza. The chef will say no, I'll not be able to process it. Then chef send it to the manager. Maybe with the help of the manager approval, we can make this family pack pizza. It will send it to the manager, and manager is going to process this family pack pizza request. So this is a simple example of our chain of responsibility design pattern. Let's understand it. Like still, if you didn't understand this pattern, I'll give you one more example. I made so many examples of this chain of responsibility. Let's take one more example. Let's say you are working into a customer care. In the customer care, what is going to happen? Let's say there is some problem occur on a call. Now the customer care executive will pick up the call, and if it is a basic issue, he is going to solve it. If it is going to be a very tough issue, he will send it to the level 2, basically to a senior executive, to if there is a moderate issue. If it is going to be a like the higher priority issue, he will send it to the manager of the customer executive, level 3. And if it is a hard issue. Okay. Again, let me take one last example, then we'll move to the code. Let's say if there is a simple basic problem you will ask to a teacher. There is a student who asks for a problem to a teacher. If it's a very basic problem, teacher can sort it out. Let's say if there is a problem, very moderate problem, it is related to a department, then first of all the student will again say it to the teacher, but teacher will say that I cannot process this request, I don't know, I don't have the access, like I don't have the power to solve this request. So teacher will send the request to the head of department. If after the head of department, if the head of department says that I can also not do it, he will send it to the principal. That is, if it is a hard request. So this is known as the chain of responsibility. We are going to form some sort of a linked list, or you can say handlers are going to be there. Either they can perform the action, and if they are not able to perform the action, they will send that request to the next handler. And if the next handler is not able to do it, they will send it to the next handler. Now let's move to the code and see it. We are going to study about the two code. One is the bad code and another is a good code. So let's go to the code section now. So now we are on our IntelliJ. First of all, we are going to see the bad code, that how we are going to make this functionality, but it is not the correct way. So again the story is going to be same, that first of all the request will come to the waiter, then it will, if he can process it then it is fine, otherwise he will send it to the chef. If chef is able to do it then it is fine, otherwise he will send it to the manager. And you can read the definition here that we have just discussed. Now let's say customer will only take the water. This is the first request. The customer came and he only ordered for the water. So what is going to happen? We are going to make the waiter first of all. So we make this waiter object and waiter will hand the order, and we have given the request of drinks. So let's go to this function. And what I mentioned it here, if the request is coming as a drink or the salad, the waiter can process it in this if condition. Otherwise, what is going to happen in the else condition? We will make this object of chef. Okay. Now, if we make this object of chef and we are again calling this handle order function. So in the chef, what is going to happen? If we are going to cook the pizza or cook the pasta, chef is going to make it. Otherwise, what is going to happen? He will send it to the manager. Let's go to the manager class, and manager is the last class. Okay, and like after the manager, there is nothing going to happen, and manager will say manager is going to like process the request, whatever is the situation. So again, let's go to our restaurant class. So in the first case, waiter is going to solve the problem. Waiter will process it. And process it. In the second case, let us cook pasta. Then again, the request will go to the waiter, but it will go to the else situation. Let me just again show you. It will go to the else situation this time. Waiter can't process it. It will go to the chef. And when it will go to the chef, chef will be able to process it because it is the cook pizza option. I think it is a cook pizza. Yeah, it is a cook pasta, but chef can do it because we have this cook pasta option here in the if condition. But let's say if it is a like customer asks for the special pasta or something like that, in that situation what is going to happen? VIP pizza, let's say, in that situation it will first go to the waiter will not be able to process it, will go to the chef will not be able to process it, then it will go to the manager, and manager has to do it at the end. So waiter will process it, in that case chef will process it, in that case manager will process it. This is the chain of responsibility, but it is not the good code. Now let's move to the good code of our chain of responsibility, the correct way to do it. So again, I'll take you to the restaurant class. The story is going to be same, and now think of it that we are going to make a linked list. If you think it in that way, it will be very easy for you to understand. So what we are going to do, we are going to make this order processor, and all the story relies in it. And what we are going to make, if you understand it, and everything will be sorted out. So let's go to this order processor. So first of all, we are going to pass one handler. So before understanding the order processor, let's see the handler also. So handler is an abstracted class. In this abstraction class, you will find only two things. First function is the handle order, who is going to perform the right now. Okay, the right now who is going to perform it. So first of all, let's say the request is coming to the waiter. So in the handler, we are going to have a waiter class, and in the waiter class, the handle order is going to be performed by the waiter. Okay, and if the waiter is not be able to perform it, then in the set next handler. Okay, it means if we have a node, the node, if we have the head playlist, if we have the head in our linked list, head is going to be waiter, and head next is going to be chef. This is something that we mean. In the handle order, it is going to be the node, actual node head. Okay, that is the waiter, and head of next, set next handler is going to be the chef class. This is something the handler is doing. Handling is taking care. But now we have to make a complete list. So we are going to go to this order processor so that we can make this complete list. So if you will see this order processor, we are going to do a build chain, and order processor is nothing but we are just calling the constructor build chain. Okay, whenever we are making this class order processor, we are calling this function build chain. And now in this build chain, what is happening? First of all, we define all the steps: waiter, chef, and manager. We have only three classes, we define it. And after that, what is going to happen? First of all, we are going to start with the waiter. Okay, so waiter, the next of waiter is going to be chef. So waiter next is equals to chef. Chef next is going to be manager, and the first element, the head of this whole chain, is going to be a waiter. This is how we are going to make our linked list. And this is our process order function. In the process order function, what is going to happen? This is the function that we are going to call. In this process order function, whatever the string is coming, let's say drink and salad is coming, handler chain dot handle order, handler chain dot the handle order. And let's go to this waiter class now. What we are going to do, first of all, in the handle order, if there is a drink or something, we are going to process it and next handler dot handle order. This time we are not making this class chef object dot handle order. So this time waiter did not know who is going to be the next person who is going to process the order. This time waiter don't know this thing. Now, whenever this handler dot next handle order, but we know that this person is a chef. If we go to the chef code, here also chef does not know who is going to be the next person to process this order, because we are just passing next handler dot handle order. So it is going to be a manager, that we know that. But like chef, if you think of in the basis of the code, chef don't know that. Chef responsibility to solve its task and pass it to the next person. Okay, if we go to this manager class, manager is the last one who is going to solve the problem. So this is how we are going to make our linked list, and this is how our chain of responsibility pattern work. I hope you understand it, and thank you for watching me, and bye bye.